What's going on, guys? High Life Dipping here. Today we're going to be doing another dip review. And as you guys saw in my other treasure hunting video, I started making like a little joke dip tower because I only have like 5 cans. I never seen my cans before. I just got rid of them and threw them out and stuff. But I started keeping them and I put them in the garage now. And I looked through the Grizzly Straight and the Grizzly Wintergreen. Nothing was in those. But then I looked through the Longhorn Mint. That dip was so dry, water could not save that dip. But the Seneca cream had a little bit left. So I think since I left them outside, they got a little water in them, but not much. So what I just did, I had a little bit more water in them. And today we're going to be reviewing Seneca cream. Now, I said I haven't tried most of the weird dips, like the fruit dips and these. I don't think there's another company that has cream. I think this is the only company. But I mean, there is a little bit left in it. So, can presentation, it's a nice color. I don't think really any other flavor or company has that same color. But 63% US tobacco and 37 foreign tobacco. 37%. And the thing why this thing needed a lot of water was because, I don't know if you could see that or not, but it expired in February. And right now, it's almost August. So, without further ado, let's pack us a lip. So let's do a silent pack today. I don't know if it's going to pack that well because there's barely even any in it. So, let's see. You can't even see it barely. So, I'm going to take what's left of this. It's going to be a tiny lip. If I need to, I'll put a filler in. Pretty dark spit. But anyways, hold on, my fingers are, Jesus. Sorry about that. I think I added a little bit too much water, but when you pack your Seneca cream, it is not going to be that wet and dark on your fingers. But that was just because I added too much water. Like I said, it expired in February, but adding water to any dip, as long as it's not like years and years old, it'll make it better. And I can barely taste the difference. So, the burn and the texture, no burn. It's like, and the texture is pretty soft too, and it packs well. That's what matters because it's easy to pack, and it's pretty soft too. Nicotine, not that high at all. It's just you barely taste it. Like people say it tastes like cream soda, but you could barely taste any flavor at all. At least with other dips, you can at least you know there's nicotine in there. With this, you barely even know it's in there. It's barely noticeable. It's like cream soda, like a little bit of chocolate. It's hard to explain, but if I had to describe a flavor, it would be chocolate or cream soda. That's what it's supposed to be, is cream soda, but it's more like chocolate. The spit, as I mentioned before, it's pretty dark spit. Which you can see that not all of it's tobacco, and also it was really like moist since the water and stuff. So the spit, it's a lot darker than usual, but when it doesn't have that much water added to it, it's still really dark. It's one of the darkest spits I've seen yet. It's been a while since I've dipped this, probably since I don't even know how long. I've had that can in my room forever now, but I never knew there was any dip left in it. And packability, like I said before, it's not really a cheap dip. I don't know exactly how much it is, but I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than Grizzly and definitely cheaper than Copenhagen. But really, for a dip like this, you can barely taste it, but it is a good dip. It's definitely good for beginners, and you can pack it real well. You saw how much was in that can, barely any at all, and it packed pretty good. Pinchability is probably not as good as Copenhagen, but not as good as Grizzly. I don't know. It's somewhere around Grizzly, and Grizzly packs their stuff really good too. So that works really good. How I feel about the dip in my rating. So I'm gonna start off with how I feel about it. It's a pretty good dip. I wouldn't say it'd be like an everyday. Maybe if an everyday for a beginner, because you will not get a buzz off this because there's like no nicotine in it. You will definitely not get a buzz. But if you're a beginning dipper, and you want to try it, go right ahead. I'm probably one of the best. I'd say top 5 best if you're a beginner. When I started off, this was one of not when I was addicted, but like when I was trying new dips. This is one of my favorite. But definitely it is really good. My rating for this dip, a lot of people might disagree, but it's an 8 out of 10. And that's because no matter how big your pinch is, I mean, you might say because you get no flavor, no one wanted to dip it, and after a while it just gets stale and dry. But if you're a beginner, or if you've been dipping for a while, and you have this laying around, just pack one. It's not, definitely not my everyday, like I said. But if I have some, I find some, and it's really hard to find in the stores. You can't just go to a random gas station and get it. You probably have to go to a few different ones, or like they're having a special offer on Seneca, or you know what I mean. So, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment on what review I should do next, and I'll see you guys next time.